Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd now like to invite the President of ASSOCHAM, Mr. Sumant Sinha, for a special address. Mr. Sinha, if you could speak.
Thank you. Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Jagan Mohan Reddy ji, Honorable Minister for Industries, Commerce, Infrastructure, Investment and IT of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Gudivada Amarnath ji, Shri Karikal Valavan, my colleagues from industry, Ms. Suchitra Elaf, Chairperson of CIS Southern Region, Debjani Ghosh, President of NASSCOM, and other honored dignitaries on the dais, and all my friends who are here from the industry. It's a real pleasure to be here today at the Global Investors Summit, curtain raiser for Andhra Pradesh. On behalf of ASSOCHAM, sir, I'd very much like to welcome you to Delhi and to this session that is being done today. ASSOCHAM, as you know, sir, is one of the oldest industry bodies in India, and essentially is made up of a collection of other chambers from all around the country. And one of the specialties of ASSOCHAM is that we have a number of MSME members. We have almost 4.5 lakh members drawn from all over the country. And so really, in some ways, I speak for a lot of the industries, a lot of the small-scale industries, a lot of the medium industries, and of course, a lot of the large industries as well across the country. So it is my real pleasure to be here today, to be speaking at this forum. I think Andhra Pradesh has a very unique position in the country. Of course, it's one of the newest states in the country, but it is also a state that has a lot of potential. Some of it has been tapped, but a lot of it is still to be tapped. And I think, sir, under your able and visionary leadership, I think it's really well positioned to capitalize on all of the opportunities in the future. I think really what it requires is for more of us from the industry to really make Andhra and Andhra Pradesh our destination in terms of setting up our new businesses and so on. And I think all the policies, all the friendliness and all the encouragement and the incentives that are being given by the state government of Andhra Pradesh, I think really make it a very, very important state for all of us to really look at situating our businesses in. Some of you would know that Andhra is right now has a GDP of state GDP of about $150 billion. It's the 8th largest state in India. But interestingly enough, it is being ranked #1 in the ease of doing business for the last 3 years in a row. So that really speaks to the volumes of I think how the state has really approached the whole industrial sector. The industrial output of the state is about 35 billion. It has been growing at about 6-7% a year for the last several years, which is really better than what the rest of the country has been doing. And it is now becoming a home for a number of different kinds of industries, both the traditional industries as well as a lot of the new industries like biotechnology, food processing, and so on, along, of course, with auto components, and some of the older industries like mining, textiles, leather, and so on as well. And I'm sure Debjani will speak about the IT and ITES sectors as well, where, of course, I think Andhra has also been taking the lead. I would say that, to speak about my sector, which is the renewable energy sector and the clean energy sector, Andhra is actually uniquely positioned for that, because Andhra is one of the very few states in the country that has both good wind resource as well as very good solar resource. And therefore, it's a perfect state to situate hybrid projects and, of course, also position straightforward wind and solar projects as well. The other advantage of Andhra is that it has a very long coastline. And therefore, there's a lot of opportunity to set up projects which can then be looked at from an export standpoint, especially in our sector as well, things like green hydrogen, for example. Given the proximity of wind and solar sites, given the proximity of ports, clearly Andhra Pradesh becomes almost in some senses the #1 state to put up green hydrogen projects in. And given the fact that the government of India also now has come out of the National Green Hydrogen Policy, I think clearly Andhra stands to benefit quite substantially from the policy. The other thing I would say is that Andhra also has, I think, the opportunity of locating a lot of industries on the manufacturing side, especially in solar manufacturing. We are seeing a lot of industries now getting set up there. I know that one of the 2 or 3 PLI winners is now looking at setting up a full end-to-end solar manufacturing project, all the way from polysilicon on to solar panels in Andhra as well. So I think all in all, Andhra is extremely well positioned to take advantage of a lot of the opportunities on the clean energy transition side. I think the one biggest strength that Andhra has, which perhaps no other state has in India, really is the Chief Minister himself. And I think the fact that he has been so supportive and so forward-looking in terms of encouraging all of us to come in and set up in the state of Andhra Pradesh, I think that to me is the biggest reason for all of us to try to see what all we can do in the state. As far as we ourselves are concerned, in our company, sir, we are looking at, as you know, of course, we're looking at setting up more wind and solar projects, and we could be setting up quite a large amount of capacity in the state. We're also looking at, of course, setting up green hydrogen projects in one of the port areas there. We're also looking at potentially pumped hydro-based solutions. Those are things that we're discussing with the government. And of course, eventually we'll also see whether it makes sense to put up solar manufacturing plants as well. So for us personally, for our company Renew, clearly Andhra is going to be one of the most important states within the country where we can actually set up and grow a lot of our capacity. And as I said, quite apart from the natural resource and the geographic advantages that Andhra has, it is also, of course, the encouragement and the friendliness that we get from the state and from the Chief Minister personally that makes it really attractive for us. So all in all, I would really encourage all of you to look at Andhra very, very seriously. I think it's a terrific opportunity for all of us to take advantage of all the developments and all the encouragement we see in the state right now. Thank you all very much.